everybody, it's Emily from Pages Inc. and today I decided to do the Top 5 Wednesday topic, even though I haven't done them for a while. It's because this one I thought really deserved to be talked about and I had enough books to be able to give a top 5 for it. So today's topic is top 5 fathers and fatherly figures, and going through my bookshelf I realized it took me quite some time to actually pick good fatherly figures because they were either non-existent or they were terrible people. Or just kind of there, like, if I remember correctly, Bella's dad was kind of just there. He wasn't a very strong fatherly figure, but there were other fatherly figures, fathers that were just kind of like, just terrible people. So I picked the ones that I thought were either very excellent fatherly figures or showed very good fatherly character, qualities. There we go, not characterization. But anyway, so coming at number 5, I have Brimstone from Daughter of Smoke and Bone. He's not actually Carter's father, but I think he definitely deserves to be mentioned as a fatherly figure because he does raise her, and he kind of teaches her to be strong and that nothing comes without a price. You know, even her wishes that she has came with a price. They came from somewhere, and he tries to teach her as best he could, and he tries to protect her from her past because it's not a good one. And kind of, yeah, teaches her to be strong, teaches her the power of wishes, and that nothing comes without a price, that she can't just be wasteful with the things that she has. Coming in at number 4, kind of backwards, so 4 is Henry Branwell from Clockwork Angel in the Infernal Devices series. He isn't a father till toward the end of the book, but for the most of these books, he's kind of a fatherly-ish figure for Jem and Will and Jessamine and Tessa. Even though he's kind of his head's in the clouds a lot because he's always inventing and working on something. So absent-minded is the word I was trying to think of. So he's very absent-minded. But when it comes down to it, I think he'd be an excellent father because he's very joyful and very imaginative, and I think he'd have fun being a father. And at the end of the series, he finds out that Charlotte's actually pregnant, which isn't really a spoiler, and is super excited for it, and I think it's adorable, and I love Henry Branwell as a character. I actually have a little stuffed fox that I named Henry after him because they're both gingers and they're both adorable, and his nickname is Hen. Although I don't think Henry's nickname in Infernal Devices is Hen, but you know, whatever. Coming at number 3, I get my numbers apparently, is America's Singer's father, whose name escapes my brain, which I'm sure you could tell because I was like, wait, what is it? But he's number 3 because he does a lot for America. He's her rock. And the reason why it's number 3 is because the other 2 fathers have kind of done a little bit more. But he's her rock when all her siblings kind of gravitated toward their mother or they were very independent. She kind of gravitated toward her father. And he was always giving her advice, he was always very supportive, and he kind of taught her to be true to herself and not let anybody change who she is. If she felt that she needed to change for herself, she could, but not to change for anybody, and that if he would be proud of her and support her no matter what, and he knew that she was strong and that she would stand up for what was right, and he was very right. But I think he's just a very good fatherly figure. Coming in at number 2, I have Sergei, S-E-R-G-I, from Crown's Game, which I will have a book talk up for in a bit. But he is a pretty good father. You know, he raised Vika well and taught her everything he could about magic in the time that he had. And he taught her to be strong and be brave, and that, you know, he taught her that nothing comes back from death. Death is something you can't reverse. You know, she can heal wounds, but she can't bring an animal back from the dead. He taught her, you know, he kind of showed her her strengths and weaknesses when it came to magic. and he loved her and was just a really great father. Coming in at number 1. Okay, let me go back. Alright, so there's a bit of a spoiler that I'm not going to fully talk about, but he makes a couple more sacrifices for Vika than I have originally stated. So keep that in mind in case you want to read the book, because Sergei is a very good father thing. Coming in at number 1, I have Otis from the Chronicles of Vladimir Todd, who is not actually Vlad's father, he's actually Vlad's uncle. But because Vlad's parents have died, they were murdered by fire. It's a good series. He kind of eventually steps up and becomes kind of Vlad's father figure, just like last month I talked about how Nellie becomes Vlad's mother figure. And you know, he steps up not only to be Vlad's, well, originally he's Vlad's teacher, and then he's kind of his mentor, and it kind of slowly becomes to how he's more of like Vlad's father. He gives him advice as much as he can. He teaches them about his vampire powers and the history, their history, and gives them advice and teaches him the different things that comes with being a vampire, and also kind of helps him cope with, the things of being a teenager, especially when it comes to like friendships. And he tells him stories about his father and introduces him to powerful friends that can help him out. And I think he's just a very wonderful father figure, and I wish he would have gotten the chance to be a real father, like an actual father. But that's okay, because he's a vampire, and I'm not sure how well that would have worked out. Granted, Vlad was a born vampire, but anyway. That is my top 5 Wednesday top fathers, and I want to, even though it's not Father's Day yet, I do want to give a Father's Day shout out to all the dads, both literary and real, including my dad, who weirdly enough recently subscribed to my videos, so I don't know if he's going to be watching this. But I want to say thank you, Dad, for being a great dad, and I think all of the fatherly figures / fathers that I've talked about are awesome. I also want to give like a quick Happy Father's Day thank you kind of thing to Iwantario, who is like my second dad. He's my D&D group's game master, but he's also but he's also a friend, and he's like a second father to me. So Happy Father's Day to him and my daddy, and all the fathers, literary or not. Tell your parents, your father, you could have 2 fathers, that I said Happy Father's Day, even though they will have no idea who I am, because I am a small YouTuber, and I don't know how many people would even know like a popular YouTuber anyway. So that is all I have for this video. I'm going to be posting 2 other videos along with this one, and is my book talk for the Crowns game and my book talk for Everland. So look forward to those, and I will see you guys in a bit. I know I didn't post Monday. I just kind of was overwhelmed because I am doing it's not really a special project, but in a way it is. It's like a summer program thing at work, and the first day was just kind of overwhelming, and I just wanted to sit and relax and do other things than make videos. So didn't end up getting to it, but I will be doing them today, and I will try to make new videos. Also, my schedule at work has been changed, so I may be changing my days to Tuesdays and Thursdays, but I have enough time when I get out of work to make them Mondays and Wednesdays, and I will have already been dressed and have makeup on for hours, so I may be more willing to do the Monday, Wednesday, so I'll keep you guys posted. But what I'm currently reading, in case you're interested, before I close the video, or end the video, because it's not a window, you don't close it. Hold on, my bookmark's falling out. Okay, so what I'm currently reading is Zodiac by Ramina Russell, which I've been meaning to get to, and it helps out with the A to Z thing that I have been doing. on Goodreads as a part of a reading group, even though apparently it was a competition and somebody already technically won because they got the A to Z books already. It ends in July. So I'm going to be reading this one because it's got a Z in it. So, yeah. I will see you guys next time. I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching as always. You guys are fantastic and amazing. And let me know what are your favorite literary fathers down below, or even just character, TV fathers. And I will see you guys next time. Happy reading!